Christmas is coming, the goose is getting fat. Pick up a loom or hook and make a hat. If a hat is not what they will need, then something else will do. 'Cause a homemade gift that comes from you says, I love you and God bless you. Hello and welcome back to our series, Making September a Christmas to Remember. And today's video, I'm going to show you how to make this infinity scarf by crocheting it. And this is the longer version, so you can wrap it around your head twice. You can shorten the version, and I'll tell you the stitches to make for that. So you just put it around, and you'll want to make it wider than this one. But if you're interested in learning how to make this infinity scarf, stay tuned. Okay, here's what you're going to need to make this scarf. You're going to need a medium 4 weight yarn and a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook. The yarn I'm using today is Loops and Threads by Michaels, and it's the soft and shiny. It's very similar to the Simply Soft by Karen. It doesn't matter which yarn you use, just so it's a medium weight yarn, number 4, and the right size hook. If you use a smaller hook, that's fine. You may need to adjust your chain length, but this is the yarn that I'm using today. And of course, you will need your 5.5 millimeter hook, which is a US I9. It's also here if you can see that. Of course, you're going to need your scissors, and at the end you will need your darning needle. Plastic, metal, doesn't matter. I like metal, whatever you prefer. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're going to pull out our yarn from the center, and let me just tell you, for a longer scarf, which is I'm going to make, because I want to be able to put it over my head, twist it, and put it over my head again and make it a double layer. So for that, you will need a total of 200 chains. If you want it smaller, where it's just going around your neck once, you might want to make it wider than what I'm making here, and you want to chain 150. And I'm going to show you a little hack before we go all the way to the 200 chains, because your chain can get twisted, so we don't want it to twist, because we're going to join the chain, the big long chain, around. And so let me show you what we're going to do. So first we're going to start with a slip knot, and I am a left-handed crocheter, so bear that in mind if you are crocheting along with me. So you make your slip knot, put it on the hook, and I'm going to start off with a chain of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. So I'm pulling that loop up high so I don't lose it. Now I'm going to the beginning. In that first chain, back here, I'm going to stick my hook in there. I'm going to gather that back up. Now I'm not joining together yet. Just push that down so you don't. So that was 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I got to keep going. So you can pause your video and chain the amount of chains that you want. Try not to make it too tight so we can go into them later. But continue chaining to either 200 or stop at 150, your choice, and then I will meet you back. Okay, I've chained 190. I wanted to chain the last 10 with you on camera. So that's 190, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and this is 200. Okay, so we've made this long chain. I don't know if you can see the whole chain on camera. Don't worry. So now we're going to join with a slip knot, but since we've already stuck it in here, we don't have to worry about our chain being twisted. So that was the nice little thing about the hack here. Okay, so to make a slip stitch, you just yarn over, you pull through both loops on your hook and tighten. Okay, so now we've got this long chain, and you probably can't see it all on camera. So now what we're going to do is chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because throughout this you're going to make double crochet and then chain 1, another crochet, double crochet. So if you can make a chain stitch and do a double crochet, you can do this infinity scarf. Okay, so now we've done our first double. We're going, and we chained 1, you yarn over, you're going to skip this first chain, and you're going to go into the second one. So we've yarned over, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Okay, you'll have 3 loops on your chain. Yarn over, you're going to pull through the first 2, yarn over again and pull through the second 2, chain 1. Okay, now you're going to yarn over, you're going to skip this one and go into the next one. You insert your hook, pull up a loop, you have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. So you've got 2. And this is going to be the pattern all the way around. Yarn over, skip a chain, go into the next one, insert your hook, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the first 2, chain 1. I'm going to show you that one more time, and then you can pause the video and meet me when you get to the very beginning again. So we're going to do another double crochet after we yarned over, after we did our chain 1, yarn over, skip this one, go into the next one, pull up a loop, you'll have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. And when you go all the way around, it's going to look like this. So pause your video. If you need a review, go ahead, but meet me back when you've come to this part of your project. Okay? Okay, I have gone all the way around and finished making these pretty little, I guess, eyelets you would call them. So now we're going to continue. Trust me, after this part, the project gets easy. You can grab your favorite beverage and listen to some music, or casually watch a TV show or whatever. It will not take long after this point. I failed to mention at the beginning, if you want to use a stitch marker, you don't have to do this, but if it helps you along, go ahead and do that. So we're on this last one. What I'm going to do now, all you're going to do is go into the circles. So I did my double crochet and my chain 1. Now I'm going to yarn over, and I'm going to go into here, just the center of that circle there, pull up a loop and do my double crochet just as always, chain 1. Now if you want to know where you are continuing, you're not going to join these rounds, you're just going to go around and around and around until you reach your desired length. So if you want to put a stitch marker and move it up each time, I like to use bobby pins. I'm going to put it in here where I chained 1. I like bobby pins. They go in easily. I don't have to snap them or anything, and they pull out real easy. So we're just going to keep going around. yarn over. After you did your chain 1, yarn over. You're going to skip a chain, go into the next hole, double crochet like normal, chain 1, yarn over, go into the skip a chain hole, go into the next one, do your double crochet, chain 1, skip, go in the next one, chain 1. Okay, this is what it's going to be looking like. Okay, so after you've gone all the way around in your last double crochet in chain 1, this part gets easier. You yarn over, and now you're going to do your double crochet into the holes. Double crochet, chain 1. Now, I didn't mention this at the beginning of the video, but if you want to use a stitch marker, I like to use bobby pins. They make very, very good stitch markers. You can mark where your beginning one is, because we're not going to be joining the rounds. We're just going to keep going and going and going until you get to the width that you want for your scarf. So insert your stitch marker here if you want, and then when you go back around, move your stitch marker up again. So now you're just going to yarn over, go into the hole, do your double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go into the next hole, yarn over, chain through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1, yarn over, go into the next hole, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 1. Okay, yarn over, go into the next hole to do your next double crochet. Do your double crochet, chain 1. And you're just going to keep doing that. You're not going to join. So pause the video and just keep working this. Grab your favorite beverage, listen to some music, watch a TV show, whatever you like to do to help you relax. This part becomes very relaxing. Give yourself some breaks to rest your hands so you don't get cramps in them. But this process goes very quickly, so just keep crocheting around and around until you get the desired width of your scarf, and then I will meet you back and show you how to finish it. Okay, so I've been crocheting around and around and around, and I've got it to about the length I want. I wanted it about the size of my hand, and I'm about there. So I'm just going to finish these last few. I kept moving my bobby pin up so I would know where the beginning row came. That's where I'm going to finish it. So I've already done my chain 1, so I'm going to yarn over. I'm going to go in this next hole and do my double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, go in this next one, double crochet, chain 1. Now this is where we left off, so I'm just going to take my stitch marker out, aka bobby pin, and I'm just going to, I've already did a chain 1, so I'm going to insert my hook into that one, and I'm just going to slip stitch through. So I'll pull it through, and then I'm going to take my scissors, cut off just long enough where I can weave it in, and then just pull it all the way through and tighten. Okay, we're done, except we need to weave in this tail and this little tail down here. So tighten that up. So take your darning needle, let me trim that fuzz off a little bit. There. Alright, so take your darning needle, thread where we finished off here, and then just kind of find a row where we can weave it in. So I'm going to go in here and down in here. And I'm going to go back up. And through here. Through here. And then I'm just going to secure it with just a tiny knot. And then trim it off. Now don't forget the one where we began. Same thing. Thread it through the darning needle. And just kind of weave it in and out through some different spots on the scarf here, just to secure it so when it's being washed it doesn't come out. And then I'm going to kind of knot it right here. Pull that tight so it'll knot up. Give it a trim. And our scarf is complete. See how pretty that is? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope you will give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. I'd love to see pictures if you make this yourself. Please share them with me. I'd love to see them. So I hope you will subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit the bell icon so you know when we post a new one. And I hope you will stay tuned for more Christmas gift ideas that we are making starting in September to make Christmas a Christmas to remember. So until the next video, God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.